Hi, I'm Durand Pape. I was in the video and audio production class from 2013 to 2015. So I chose the video and audio production class because I was already kind of diving into a field of video and audio production, mostly film in my case. I knew that that's what I wanted to do in my life. And so when the tech center kind of came to schools and started telling about classes that they had, and I saw the video and audio production class, I knew that that was something that I wanted to do. Rather than take like some extracurriculum classes at my school, I think it would be a lot more fun and useful to take a video production class at the tech center, even though I had already had a basis for that kind of knowledge. So when I was in the video and audio production class, I ended up being able to, in my second year, become a co-op. And so I worked with LISD TV, which was pretty much just being founded by Kelly Heidbreder, and there was another employee, a couple other employees there, and we worked underneath them. And they were very, very helpful in instructing us in on-the-field operations with video and audio production equipment, with up-to-date sort of knowledge, because several of them were actually working in the field at the time separately. So they were able to give us some really, really good knowledge that we would not know otherwise. And it was really nice to be able to have that kind of knowledge and that sort of upper assistance, that sort of assistance from, people that they were like your colleagues, but they were definitely your higher ups, and they were able to, instruct you as a normal instructor, but also kind of be, your boss in that sort of case, like a real job. And that was really helpful. So one of my most memorable experiences in the video and audio production class was when my best friend and I, we participated in what's called Skills USA, which is like a nationwide technical school competition. And what we did was something called digital media, I think it was called. And basically what we ended up having to do was we got a prompt, and we had 1 week to make a short film, basically. We had to make a 5-minute short film using a prompt, and ours was just The Other Shoe. So we made kind of like a spy show that ended up using the line, waiting for the other shoe to drop. And it was really, really fun for us to be able to put this together. We mostly ended up, thinking about it during the week, and then put together this whole little short film within a weekend. And we ended up winning second in the state. We ended up going to, I think it was Grand Rapids, is where they ended up having the competition for Michigan. And we went there and we ended up winning, like I said, a silver medal, second in the whole state of Michigan for this video. And it was a really, really fun time. They set us up in the nice hotel. It was the Amway Hotel, I think it was, the Grand Amway. And it was nice. It was a really fun time. I enjoyed it, and it was nice to be able to get that kind of award and accolade for your work. So that was a fun time. So the video and audio production class helped me go into a co-op position with LISD TV, which was just being founded at the tech center. And it was really great for me because I was able to be along for the ride for the entire course of LISD TV's history, really. Because as I started as a co-op, basically where I would come to school and work with LISD TV instead of doing all of the things in the classroom. And after I graduated, I was able to become a college co-op while I was in college for a little while. And after that, I eventually was able to hire in when a position opened up at LISD TV. So I've been working with the tech center all my life. It was technically my first real job and has continued to be my job. And it definitely helps me have some groundwork in my sort of career where I want to work in film and media. And so being able to do digital media and video production on the daily helps me be able to hone in my skills and use those skills in my other film work. So if you're considering any class at the tech center, let alone just the video and audio production class, I would say get as much information as you need about it and as you want about it, because chances are it's a really great decision for you, because it helps a lot of students be able to get into their career field and figure out if it's what they want to do. And even if they don't figure out that it's what they want to do or not, they've got that experience and they can know, this isn't exactly what I want to do, and that helps them figure that out early, which can, be a very helpful instead of going to college for that sort of thing and then find out throughout there, spending all that money and experience just to figure out they don't really want to do it. But for those that find out they do want to do it, it's monumentally helpful because they've already got a leg up of all the competition. They've had the time, they've had the more experience, and I think that's just so helpful and useful for students today. I think it's really great what the Tech Center does because I like the idea of technical schools, and I think they should become more and more popular throughout the next few years because more and more just having an academic education does not seem to be enough. Skilled trades are becoming much more valuable. As more people get college degrees, it becomes more or less not as useful as being able to know what you're doing in your field and having that experience already. Having that experience with being able to go to a technical school and go and actually get your hands on something, be able to do stuff, be able to cook, be able to use a welder, be able to get in a dentist office basically with inside a school and get your hands on a camera, all that kind of stuff that you're not going to learn from just being in your books, having your heads in your book, learning all this sort of stuff. That's not what's going to help you. What's going to help you is the experience, and the Tech Center gives you that experience while you're still in high school, and I think that's just incredibly helpful for any student.